أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. وإذا طلقتم النساء فبلغن أجلهن فأمسكوهن بمعروف أو سرهوهن بمعروف ولا تمسكوهن ضرارا لتعتدوا ومن يفعل ذلك فقد ظلم نفسه ولا تتخذوا آيات الله هزوا واذكروا نعمة الله عليكم وما أنزل عليكم من الكتاب والحكمة يعظكم به واتقوا الله واعلموا أن الله بكل شيء عليم. Dear friends, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. I recited Surah Al-Baqarah, Ayat number 231. Allah tells us in this ayat, وَإِذَا تَلَّقْتُمُ النِّسَاءَ وَإِذَا, and when طَلَّقْتُمُ النِّسَاءَ, when you divorce your wife, or when you divorce the woman, فَبَلَغْنَا أَجَلَهُنَّ, and they complete their waiting period, like 3 months. فَأَمْسِكُوهُنَّ, then you can reconcile with them, or you can keep them fairly according to the Sharia rules regulations. Bimarufin, according to the tradition, according to the Islamic tradition and the rules regulation of Sharia, you can keep them also. Aw sarrehuhunna, or release them bimaruf, according to the prevailing Sharia rules. So you have to release them. So it depends on you. So Allah said, وَإِذَا طَلَّقْتُمُ النِّسَاءَ فَبَلَغْنَا أَجَلَهُنَّ فَأَمْسِكُوهُنَّ بِمَعْرُوفٍ أَوْ سَرِّحُوهُنَّ بِمَعْرُوفٍ. So in this, the piece of the ayat, this tells us that Allah commanded us that when you are to give the divorce to the woman, so you can decide to keep them or to release them. So that is the only two things Allah explained here, that you have to decide in order to keep, reconcile, and restart your relationship again, or you have to decide to release them, to make them free from you, and the relationship cut off completely. So this way, mostly you can see the divorce, that is three types. First of all, when a person divorces the wife, then after that she has to stay 3 months. We call it like the time period to stay after the divorce, 3 months. So during that time, Allah said you have to decide. If you want to keep them, then you have to rejoin and restart your life, reconcile with them, and you have to make your life again, start it again, nice way, and according to the rules regulation of Sharia, according to the tradition within the society, like Islamic society, you have to start again your life. That is the first option. The second option is that one, if you decided that you don't want to keep her or keep your woman, then you have to release them. Just then you have to release them completely so that they can marry some other person also, and they can stay with good life in this world. Next, Allah said, "Wala tumsikuhunna," and don't stop them or don't keep them diraran, like by dirar mean the halt or torturing, like you don't torture them, don't halt them, litatadu, and don't cross the limits of Allah. Litatadu mean don't transgress, so don't cross the limits of Allah by torturing them. So Allah tells us, if a person who is not to keep the wife after divorce, is not to rejoin, and not to release her, and just making the situation to be for her to be hanging like and like so that she can't be able to uh, do nikah with some other person, and can't this person is not to keep her. So this type of situation is very bad for her. So Allah said, so you are teasing her, you are torturing her, because you are crossing the limit of Allah. Because Allah said you have to decide the two ways, just to keep or release, but that depends upon you. So if you are not keeping her and not releasing her and making the situation of hanging, so that you are sinful then, and you are teasing her, torturing her. So this way Allah said, وَمَن يَفْعَلْ ذَلِكَ, and who will do so, فَقَدْ ظَلَمَ نَفْسَهُ, so that person in fact is torturing himself, so is also oppressing himself. وَلَا تَتَّخِذُوا آيَاتِ اللَّهِ هُزُوًا, and Allah said, وَلَا تَتَّخِذُوا, and don't make or don't treat the ayat of Allah, don't treat the commands of Allah with joke. Wazkuru, and remember, Ni'matallahi, the blessings and favor of Allah, alaykum, that is upon you, Wama anzala alaykum minal kitabi, and Allah who sent to you, sent down to you like his book, wal hikmati, and his wisdom, ya'izukum bihi, and Allah from these ayat and from the command and the wisdom, Allah advises you. Wattaqullaha, and you must have fear of Allah. Walamu, and know, annallaha, that Allah, bikulli shayin alim, that Allah knows about everything. Sabit bin Yasar radiallahu ta'ala anhu, he was in Medina, he was Ansari, and he divorced his wife. And when the staying period, that was 3 months, when it was near to finish and 2 3 days were left, and he rejoined her and started life with her again, like the relationship started. So then after that he divorced again. So when he divorced again, then her staying time of 3 months started again. So when she was uh, the staying time 3 months was near to finish. Some days were left, and he has done nikah with her again, and uh, and restarted the relationship again. But after that, he divorced again the third time. So her staying time of 3 months started again. So it means you can see the staying time was 3 months plus 3 months plus 3 months. So it became 9 months. So it means he made the situation for her wife to stay uh, about 9 months. So it is like a torturing her, because Allah said, "Wala tumsiku hunna diraran litatadu." So it means if a person who is doing this type of activity, that he is not to keep the wife, he is not to release the wife, and then and he is the making the situation of hanging for her, about like this was the situation like after the first divorce. So she's staying period was 3 months. Then the second divorce, the staying period was the 3 months again, and after the third divorce, then staying period was 3 months again. So 9 months she had to wait. So Allah said, a person who create this type of situation for the wife, and that person is torturing himself, oppressing himself, he is doing zulm on himself. Faqad zalama nafsa. So it means Allah is angry with that person. So this way, this person is under the punishment from Allah, because Allah is not happy with that person. And Ibadah bin Samit radiallahu ta'ala anhu, he said that when in Medina also, some people, when they were just to talk with some other person, and during they were just to say that I have given my daughter to you in your nikah, and the other person was saying that I have accepted. So when this was said among the people gathering also, and so it was really a nikah that was done. But then the person was saying, oh, I have done a joke. Similarly, there was the tradition that the people who were just to give divorce to the woman, and they were to say that we have done a joke. And but if the joke is done, then the you can see the divorce has been done. If the divorce has been given by a person, by the husband, during the the situation when he say I have done a joke. So if a divorce is done in joke, that applies. So that is done also. So this way, uh, we have one other incident that we can get from the revelation that we got from Abdullah bin Umar radiallahu ta'ala anhu. And in that one, that is from Abdullah bin Abbas radiallahu ta'ala anhu. So that is written in Mota Imam Malik. So this hadith, a person he came to Abdullah bin Abbas radiallahu ta'ala anhu, and he said, I have given to my wife 100 times divorce. Abdullah bin Abbas radiallahu ta'ala anhu, he said to him that 3 times divorce when you have given, that applied, and the relationship with your wife and you have been cut off. Now the 97 times what you said, you made the joke with the Allah's commandments. So this type of thing. This way Allah said in this ayat, you can see that وَلَا تَتَّخِذُوا آيَاتِ اللَّهِ هُزُوًا, and don't make the joke with the ayat of Allah. Don't treat the ayat of Allah commandment of Allah with joke. So that is very important. Like, and wazkuru ne'matallahi, and remember the blessings of Allah, favor of Allah alaikum. So you can see the wife is also blessings of Allah, because when after marriage, the when wife is, then a person is purity comes in the life of the person, because all types of sexual evils and sinful things are away from the person, because the wife is with the person, so there is no any chances of sexual evils. So the purity for the wife, for the husband, so both they can start their life in a nice way, very good, according to the commandment of Allah. They get the reward from Allah also, and that is the nice life. So this way, wife is the blessings of Allah, because she saves a person from sexual evils also. So that is the topmost blessings of Allah, because otherwise, if a person who is just to commit the sexual evil with other person, so automatically that is the greatest sinful thing. So that person is saved from the sinful things because of the wife. So wife is the blessings of Allah. This way Allah said that wazkuru ni'matallahi, this is the name Allah's ni'mat, Allah's blessing. The wife is like that one. So this way, and Allah said wama anzala alaykum, and Allah sent down Minal Kitab wal Hikmate, and Allah sent down His book and His wisdom, Ya'izukum bihi, and with it Allah advises us, that Allah gives us commands that we have to spend our life in a nice way. So that is the main thing which Allah said to us, we have to make our life more good and more nice. So this is the main thing is to be thankful. We must be thankful to Allah. How we may be thankful to Allah? Just to remember Allah. So how can we remember Allah? We have to pray 5 times a day. We have to read Holy Quran. We have to understand Holy Quran also, and also Sunnah of Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, and apply all the Sharia rules in our daily life. So then be thankful to Allah that Allah have given us the health, and best life, and also food and shelter and clothing and everything which we need, so that have been blessed to us. So we must be thankful to Allah. So the best way to be thankful to Allah is to remember Allah with His praise, and also to follow the rules regulations which are in Sharia, which are compulsory to do. So we have to do that one with full heart and with sincerity, so that we can make Allah happy. So that is the main thing. So in Sharia, if you look, if a person who is making joke with any ayat of Allah, so that person becomes away from Iman. So he is free from Iman. He is empty from Iman, has gone out. When a person is just to make joke with the ayat of Allah, that is from Holy Quran, so that person is having no Iman. It is the person is like a drum. You can see inside the drum is hollow, inside is nothing, but if you touch the drum it makes a big sound. So the this banging of the sound, just like the drum, so that person is same like that one. He say I am Muslim, but he is not Muslim, because the iman has gone, because he made the jokes with the ayat of Allah. So that is a very important point for us, that when we are sitting anywhere, we must be careful while saying anything. So, so this is very important for us. So this way, some people also you have seen they also make joke of the beard. They make joke of the Muslim people. Some people they you have seen they are living in different areas of the world. Now the situation is Muslims and they are disliked, and some people even having the Muslim religion, but they are not to show to the people that we are Muslim. They try to behave the people that they are not Muslim, and they show from their show off look like they are not Muslim, but they are following the tradition of the other people, other culture, Christian, Jews, and some other people's culture. So this way they try to show that one. So because they feel that Muslims they are not in good eyes in the before the people, before the atmosphere, they try to be like that. So that is not a good thing if they die in that situation. So hopefully at the day of judgment they will feel it that they were not in the line of Sharia. So maybe the punishment possible for them also, because if a Muslim, he must say I am Muslim. That is the thing. Otherwise, it is a making joke on the Muslims and even the girls and boys and other Muslim people who are having the appearing like a nice Muslim. So then the person say, no, you are extremist, you are terrorist, you are something. So that is no good, because the Muslims they are not terrorists, they are not extremist, they are a nice person, because you can see Islam flows like the water flows. You can see the water flows in between the stream. So Islam flows like that way. So Islam is not making the flow like in one stream, in this one side stream or other side stream. So Islam is not to go this extreme, the other extreme. So Islam is just to flow in the middle. So that is the thing. So extremism is not in Islam. So and terrorism is not in Islam. Islam is peaceful religion. So the people who do make jokes of the Muslims, even the Muslims, they also laugh on the Muslims also. That is a bad thing. So must look after yourself and ourselves. We have to look after, because in and we have not to tease any person. And the it also hadith comes in Tirmidhi that a person is under curse who hurt the person who is with iman, and tease the person, and then also cheat the person. A person who cheat or tease the person who is with iman, so that person who teases or cheat the person who is with iman, so the cheater or the teaser is under curse of Allah. So this is hadith and Trimzi. So this way we must understand the Prophet ﷺ said that al Muslimu man salim al Muslimuna min lisanihi wa yadihi. The Muslim is the person who look after other Muslims with his hand and tongue. So we must be careful that we have to keep our tongue and our hand safe, and should make the peaceful situation within the society. So Allah make us good Muslims, and to keep within the society the peaceful atmosphere, so that everyone may be happy with everyone. So and at the day of judgment we also be, when we face Allah, and Allah will treat us like a nice way, and send us to paradise inshallah.